Design of singly reinforced rectangular beam in 3 simple steps and naka-flowchart siya para mas madali mong masundan. So let's say meron tayo ditong simply supported beam with length L and sabihin natin na meron siyang uniformly distributed na dead load including the weight of the beam and then meron din siyang point live load. Ngayon, we are tasked to design this as a rectangular beam na singly reinforced. And let's say given sa atin yung kanyang dimension, the width and the height, and then given din sa atin yung strength ng ating concrete and steel na gagamitin. Sabihin na rin natin na given sa atin yung diameter ng main bar and then yung stirrups na gagamitin. Another is, let's say, given na rin yung concrete cover. Pero kung hindi man ito given, dapat memorize na natin yung value niyan. Naka-standard yan na 40 mm pagdating sa beams. Okay? So again, ang main task natin dito is to design the number of the main bar. Okay? And to design this, meron lang tayong tatlong simple step. Pero hindi natin yun sisimulan sa step 1 for this discussion para mas madali yung masundan. Sisimulan natin yan sa dulo. Okay? Para mas madali yung masundan. Yun yung purpose niya, no? So, unahin natin yung number of bars. So, paano ba kinukuha yan? So, to solve that, we need to recall this formula. The number of bar is just equal to the AS divided by AB. So, ano ba yung AS tsaka AB? Unahin na natin sa AB. AB is simply the single rebar area. So, alam natin ang ating rebar ay bilog. So, ang area niyan is pi over 4 d squared. Okay, ngayon, ano naman itong AS? AS is simply the required steel area na kailangan mong gamitin para hindi masira itong beam due to the loading. Ngayon, kung iisipin natin mabuti, dito sa dalawang values na to, ang hindi lang natin alam to solve for the number of the bars is AS. Okay? So ngayon, focus tayo dyan. How do we solve for AS? So to solve for AS, kailangan lang natin gamitin yung ating analysis and design formula sa LRFD, which is dapat yung ating ultimate moment MU ay dapat less than or equal sa ating factored moment capacity, VMN. So, expand lang natin ito. Yung MU tsaka phi natin magre-retain. Yung MN natin mag-expand yan into that expression. Now, saan nanggaling yung expression na to? Quick recall lang tayo. Galing lang naman yan sa ating stress diagram wherein yung ating tension force is imo-moment lang natin sa ating compression force. Okay? And that is simply equal to A as Fy times D minus A over 2. Fy ang ginamit natin dito instead of Fs kasi we are designing the rebar to yield for a safe design. Okay? And then yung A natin dito, gagawin natin yung in terms of the sectional property. And to do that, summation forces horizontal lang tayo. C equal to T, substitute lang natin yung formula for C and T. And again, yung Fs natin dito, gagawin natin Fy so that make sure natin na mag-yield yung ating bakal. Lipat natin sa left side si A and lahat na is nasa right side. And then yung A na to, salpak natin doon. Lalabas yan. No? So going back doon sa ating formula. Now, ito na yung formula natin, tama? I-check natin mabuti. Kung iisipin natin, ang kulang na lang dito to solve for AS is actually yung MU, phi, tsaka si D. Tama? Okay? So ngayon, isa-isahin ulit natin yan. So to solve for phi, which is the strength reduction factor, actually hindi na natin sinusolve yan. May exact value na yan. No? For design, that is simply 0.9. Okay? 0.9 na ginagamit natin to ensure na mag-yield yung bakal and under tension control siya, which is the safest design. Okay? Next, yung D naman. Okay? D is simply the effective depth, which is from the uppermost fiber to the centroid of the rebar in one layer. So, to get this, kailangan lang naman natin bawasan yung total height natin ng D prime. Which is, itong D prime, madaming kasama yan, no? So, lakihan natin. So, meron niyang concrete cover, diameter ng stirrup, and then, if this is the diameter of the main bar, kalahati niyan, ibabawas din natin, no? So, the effective depth D is simply height minus concrete cover minus diameter ng stirrups minus diameter ng rebar over 2. Okay? So, ayan. Alam na natin si phi tsaka si d. Ang problema na lang si mu. Now, to solve for mu, that is simply the sum ng moment due to the dead load and moment due to the live load. Pero since we are using LRFD sa pag-analyze and design sa RCD, meron tayong isasama dito na load factor. And ang load factor natin for the combination ng dead and live is 1.2 para sa dead and 1.6 para sa live. And ayun. So kung iisipin natin to solve for MU, ang kulang na lang natin dito is the moment due to the dead load and moment due to the live load. Wherein, para masolve yan, that is simply based sa loading na given, no? So, iba-ibang loading, iba-iba ang way kung paano i-calculate yan. So, to calculate the moment due to dead load, titingin ka lang sa dead load. In this case, ang dead load natin is uniform load sa simply supported beam, no? So, pag nagsosolve tayo ng moment, we need to consider the maximum palagi. And ang maximum moment due to this uniform load is, I think memorize nyo naman, no? WL squared over 8. Next, para naman sa ating moment due to the live load. Okay? Kung titignan natin yung live load natin, that is point load. Nasa gitna siya nung simply supported beam. And alam natin ang maximum moment na mapuproduce niyan. And I think memorize nyo na rin yun, no? PL over 4. So, ayan na. So, inuna natin yung ilalim para alam natin at ma-recall natin yung mga values na kailangan natin para ma-solve natin ito, no? Ngayon, kung ayusin na natin yung step natin, ang step 1 is to solve for the ultimate moment. Pangalawa is to solve for the required steel area. And pangatlo, to solve for the number of bars. Yun lang. In 3 simple steps, makakapag-design ka na ng singly reinforced rectangular beam. Pero wait, may catch yan. Ganito yung catch. Actually, yung masosolve mo dito na actual or required steel area, hindi pa yan yung final steel area. Kailangan mo pa siyang i-check. Iko-compare mo yan sa AS minimum at maximum. Bakit? To check kung nasa tamang range ka. Hindi masyadong maliit, hindi masyadong malaki. Okay? So how do we solve for AS minimum? That is simply rho minimum BWD. Wherein yung rho minimum, to compute that, meron tayong dalawang value. 1.4 over Fy tsaka 0.25 square root of F prime C over Fy. Ngayon, ang pipiliin natin dyan yung pinakamalaki. And ang usual na malaki dyan is itong 1.4 over Fy. Nagiging mas malaki lang ito kapag yung F prime C natin is greater than 31.36 or roughly 32 MPa. Which is madalang yon. Usually ginagamit natin F prime C is 28 MPa pababa. So ito ang usual na nag-govern. Times BWD. Yang BW, that is simply yung B natin pagdating sa rectangular beam. Next, yung AS max naman. AS max is simply rho max BWD. And yung rho max natin, ito yung formula. Okay? Ngayon, i-compare na natin sila. So the comparison logic goes like this, no? Kapag yung actual steel area mo is greater than the minimum, okay na yan. Kasi mas malaki ka sa minimum eh. So, yan na talaga yung sagot, yung nasolve mong AS. Pero i-double check mo lang, dapat mas mababa yan sa maximum. Okay? Next, what if naman yung AS natin is mas malaki na, or mas maliit pala, no? Kaysa sa minimum. Since mas maliit siya sa minimum, which is bawal kang bumaba sa minimum, so yung AS minimum ang gagamitin mong area ng steel. Okay? And lastly, paano naman kapag yung steel area mo is mas malaki na sa maximum area? Take note, bawal tayo lumagpas sa maximum. Magiging unsafe yung design natin. So, pag ganito yung case, dapat i-revise mo na yung beam dimension o kaya i-design mo siya as doble reinforced rectangular beam. Okay, so yun na. Tapos na tayo sa pagdi-design ng singly reinforced rectangular beam. If ever nakaabot ka dito sa ating dulo ng video and you are planning to take the CELIT March 2027 board exam, I suggest, no? So, mag-enroll ka sa amin kung nagustuhan mo yung mga lecture namin dito. And actually, meron kaming magandang promo period, which is from July to August, meron kaming promo na for online review, from 9,999, magiging 4,999 na lang siya. And para naman sa mga online or para sa naman sa mga gusto ang face-to-face, from 12,999 magiging 10,999. And another good news, on top pa ito ng mga possible discount nyo. Pag ikaw ay quizzer, 50% discount. So 50% ng 4,999, yun ang magiging tuition mo. 50% ng 10,999, yun magiging tuition mo. Okay, so hopefully, nagustuhan niyo yung offer namin, discussion namin, and hopefully makita namin at makasama kayo sa SELI March 2027 review. Yun lang.